Welcome to the tutorial series on how to 3D model the bear claw salad server. So we're going to open up by looking at what's on the screen there. I've got one that I've already modeled, and this is what we're hopefully going to produce by the time we're done. And yours should look very similar to this. We are also going to, from that model, create a drawing that we'll use in the manufacturing process of the salad servers. And this is what we're aiming for, well, the first, well, I guess it's about 2/3 of the way through the process. So this is what we're aiming for right now. So without further ado, let's begin. I'm going to start a new design. So I head up here to new design, and I will get a new tab at the top of the page. What you'll have to do out of the gate is insert what's called a canvas, which is a picture. And we're going to be using this picture to trace from. So that will be available on the class website where you found the bear claw tutorials. So look for it there. And the picture I've got right here, I'll click it. And it says, here's my picture that I would like to place. Where would you like to place it? Which face? Make sure that, remember the view cube up here, we have all these different faces. We're going to pick the top face, which is in my orientation here. I'll orbit. Remember how to orbit. Hold the shift key while holding and pressing the middle mouse button. And this is the top right there. So that's what I'm picking. And then it asks you for a whole bunch of details right now that you can change, like position and all that, but don't worry about it. Just push OK. There we go. And then I'm going to look at the top. So I'm going to look at this picture from the top view by clicking the top of the view cube here. And there I have it. I'll zoom in a little bit, and maybe I'll rotate it so it's like that. And that's how I want to look at this. Notice the picture I took of the salad server. The salad server, well, here's the actual salad server. Here's a template that I found or that was used to make the salad server. So this is pretty much what we're going to make. And here are some rulers, and we'll find out why in a second. So when I put this picture in, I have no idea how big it is in this space. So what we're going to do is something called Calibrate. We're going to calibrate the picture. So if you head over here, this is where the picture popped in. It's called a canvas. And if you hit the arrow or click the arrow, it'll drop down a menu, and you see there's your picture called bear claw. And then you have to right mouse click on it, and you will get something called Calibrate right here. If you click that, it's going to ask you for 2 points of a known measurement so that it can sort of scale this automatically to the exact size you want. And that's why the rulers are in the picture. So if I zoom in on this, I can see that I have a 1-inch mark and a 2-inch mark. I also want to make sure that under my document settings here, if I click that down arrow, I am in inches. If you're not, click this little, I don't know what that is, piece of paper and a pencil, and click that, and you can change the unit type. You want to be in inches for this. And then we'll just push OK. Cancel, because I don't have to do anything. So what I'm going to be doing is back to Calibrate. I'm going to pick the 2-inch mark, and I'm going to pick above it the 1-inch mark, and I'm going to say that distance, right now it's showing it as 0.075 inches. We're going to say, no, that's 1 inch, and hit enter. The whole picture now has been scaled so that everything is the proper size. Pretty cool. And now what we're going to be doing is tracing this. So the first video is over. We inserted our canvas and we calibrated it ready for drawing. It's the size we need it to be. So we'll see you in tutorial 2, and in tutorial 2 we'll trace the outline of this thing.